What up, YouTube? It's your boy. I'm back. I want to talk to people who think today. Not necessarily people who like to use their eyes, but people who think. Since day one of Nipsey being MIA, we've been fed nothing but bullshit. They fed us a video, a partial video, a grainy video that we can barely see. But we assume that it's Nipsey because you can see the Marathon store. Somebody has a full video somewhere. This is not even a video from the Marathon Plaza, but from the gas station, which is strange in itself. And I talked about that before. I'm not understanding how the gas station could be the only video, and then the video is partial because it doesn't even include the main part of what they said happened. I want to see the part where Nipsey and Shitty Cuz had their conversation. It wasn't that much further ahead in the video, and they could have shown the full video and still had a good piece of video. The only part of the video that they showed us, that they fed to us, was the part where Nipsey is supposedly killed. Here's my questions, guys, and I need thinkers. I don't want visualized people. I want thinkers. They say that Nipsey was shot 10 times. Now, what you have to remember is nobody is perfect when they're shooting. So there's no way that Eric Holder, even at the distance that he was at, hit Nip 10 straight times. Also, if he hit Nip 10 times, he shot 12 times because they said that he also hit the Kerry Latham and his nephew, or shot at the nephew, hit Kerry Latham. That means 12 shots were fired. The type of gun that they was explaining that Eric Holder had, I don't really see 12 bullets coming out of that gun that quick. He left, he shot. We assume, because there was no, on the video you can't hear or see sparks, can't hear nothing. All we get is visual from what they fed us. He comes, he supposedly shoots, goes, comes back, shoots again, goes, come back, shoots again, then kicks Nipsey and then runs off. Now, I'm not the best shot in the whole world. I'm not even a really good shot. But basically what they're telling us is that this man, who was already obviously scared because he shot, ran, shot, came back, shot, because he wasn't sure who was going to be shooting or firing back, shot 12 times in that short, brief amount of time. Hit Nipsey 10 times. Hit Kerry. Shot at the nephew. But that don't sound like. But ain't nobody questioning Shitty Cuz's gun abilities or what type of gun that it was that could shoot 12 bullets like that without us being able to see some kind of recoil, kickback, whatever. We were given a visual and told that this happened. So us being thinkers, we automatically start picking apart the video, start picking apart the scene, start picking apart the things that they put in place for us to see, that they put in place. The video they gave us, the things they gave us to see, we picking them apart like we rocket scientists. Me too. Same thing we did with Kanika Jenkins' video. From that little short video, we come up with all these synopsises and who could have did it, and all the while the people who did it just free and clear because we can't figure it out because we don't went too many ways. Use your mind, people. If the government is responsible for killing Nipsey Hussle, that means they control all the narratives. When you come fighting with paperwork, you lose because the government is in charge of the paperwork. They can make that paperwork say whatever they want it to say to benefit whatever they want it to benefit in terms of this assassination. So when you come with paperwork, use your mind about what you're coming with. Oh, I got paperwork to show this. Who signed the paperwork? Come on, people. We smarter than this. We looking at what's available to us, what's being given to us, what's easy. We not looking at what's not easy. It's automatically assuming for us to assume that it's Big U. Because they want, why not get all the 60s off the street while they can? Think. Big U is 60, but he might not be producing no more, whatever. But he's still a 60. Nip, 60. That whole area is 60s. They trying to get rid of them in that area. So why not kill two birds with one stone? You get Nip out, you make everybody think. Use your mind, people. If the government had anything to do with this, it would explain how Nip got shot all them times. It would explain all these narratives that's being given to us for us to fight over. And it would explain how we're not getting no specific answers. The coroner works for the government. The city attorney works for the government. The public defender works for the government. The people who put those cameras in at the Shell station and Marathon store work for the government. You gotta use your mind, people. I don't care what them soothsayers are saying. I don't care what no tarot card reading saying. I'm talking about using your own mind to come up with facts. Visual will kill you every time because you're constantly using your eyes to look at something instead of using your mind. So the first thing you do is you look at the video. Then you want to come up with an answer in cooperation with the video, in conjunction with the video. Then when you come up with an answer in conjunction with the video, then you go look for paperwork. All of it's tied together if it's the government, people. All we doing is spinning wheels and bullshit. They gonna try to kill as many birds as they can to get the 60s and other gangs out of there so they could turn that into a $1 billion property and that area into multi-million-dollar homes. And that's all this is about at the end of the day. The Ram Stadium, the new railway, the property value skyrocketing. They want gangs going in the Los Angeles area. They have an opportunity to move one of the biggest gangs in the area out through this way. And you don't think they're not going to use that? The government is very smart. And they've been getting rid of black leaders for years. Nipsey is no different. He was a neighborhood dude just like Malcolm X, just like Marcus Garvey, just like a lot of other ones who did not want to move, who did not want to get out of the way. Use your brain. Stop using your eyes. Use your brain, not your eyes. I'm out.